good by the time I get out of high school. So that's why in my head with math and subtraction, I'm like a calculator. I can look at math problems pretty quickly, and as long as I don't have any alphabet in them, I'm as good as anybody I know at figuring out math. So when these other pay-to-click programs launched, I looked at them and I said, that's not going to work. And, we're talking January, and I was like, either they're going to shut down real quick, or they're going to have to revamp their math or something. And those of you aware of what's going on in the pay-to-click community will recognize that played out, that they've had to shut down, to revamp, to try to regroup, to create other income streams and do different things to try to compensate for the bad math that they started with. And so I thought, well, I've been trying to figure out a solution so that I could recreate what I was doing 20 years ago with 12 Daily Pro. And these things are having a moment. So I know the math that works because I had studied 12 Daily Pro's math and used that a lot. I said, well, I know how to make one of these things work, and they're not doing it right, so I might as well start my own. And just rather than being mad about it, just take the bull by the horns and fix it myself. And so, so I did that and started talking to my private group that I have, about 400 people, and telling them what I was going to do and showing them the math that was wrong with the other programs and why they weren't going to work, and explaining the math of what I was going to do and why it would work. And so for 3 months, this group of 400 people was just biting at the bit for me to get this program built and get it launched, because they kept hearing about it, but I wasn't willing to launch it until we had all the problems worked out and all the kinks worked out. So we, first of all, created an admin team, and one of the first questions people usually come up with is, well, how are you going to avoid the same fate that happened to 12 Daily Pro and the government come in and shut you down? Several things from that. One is that we're paying people to click ads. It's not an investment. You don't get paid a percentage on the amount of money you put into it. You get paid to click ads. You're getting paid for a service. It's a very common model used all over the world, totally legal in almost every jurisdiction I'm aware of. So we're paying people to click on ads. Secondly, we know that no matter how good a job we do of staying within the parameters of the current laws and rules, that the U.S. government is notorious for moving the goalposts and changing the rules. So how do we avoid that? Well, we avoided that by incorporating in Panama, finding a Panamanian host to host the website, and finding some old friends of mine, family that I've known for about 21 years that are expats living in Panama. So this program, the website is hosted in Panama, the company is registered in Panama, and the admin team is living in Panama. So we are totally Panamanian-based. No references to the U.S. in any shape, fashion, or form. Panama does not tax cryptocurrency. Panama does not regulate cryptocurrency much at all. So by doing everything in cryptocurrency, we're not being taxed in Panama on the revenues. So also the rules are very lenient there in terms of what we can do. We don't have to pay taxes on any income in Panama that's not generated within Panama. And even then, because the income that we're generating is generated solely through cryptocurrency, there's no taxes on cryptocurrency in Panama. So we sort of, again, organically evolved to Panama based on several factors, and it's just wound up being the best possible scenario that we could have in every respect. So that's how ClickBaitPays evolved. Now, ClickBaitPays, people keep asking me if I'm the owner, and that gets complicated because I am the founder of the International Coalition for Economic Development, ICE for short. I founded that as a way to do what I was doing back with the visually impaired and blind people on an international level, so that we're able to help people all over the world who need income, regardless of whether they have a disability or not. And so the International Coalition for Economic Development was basically taking what I learned about using economic development to solve problems worldwide. And so through ICE, the plan has always been to create different ways for people to make money. And one of the things that I was adamant about when I created ClickBaitPays was I wanted a way for people with no money to make money. So people can join free and earn 10% referral fees on their referrals clicks. You're not getting paid for referring anybody, but if you refer somebody and they purchase an ad campaign and they start clicking daily to make money, you're going to earn 10% for every click they do daily. That money is available to withdraw immediately. It goes immediately into your available balance, and you're able to withdraw that money. Now, we do have a once per week limit on withdrawals, just so we won't spend all day, every day doing thousands of withdrawals, just to kind of keep a little bit of a lid on that as we grow bigger, that you can only withdraw once a week. And it's a $10 minimum, or 10 USDT minimum, I should say. Everything on the site is listed as USDT. That's just because we need a stable valuation in order to not have to deal with the volatility of some other crypto. So we use USDT as a valuation, but we're not limited to USDT as a source of payment. We use Now Payments, which allows you to use almost any popular cryptocurrency that you want to use. And then I set it to receive what I want to receive. And so it works great both ways, and they just are an intermediary to exchange what you send to what I want. And that way you don't have to be limited to what I want to receive. So by allowing people for free and to earn 10% on whatever their referrals click, we've created a way for people with no money at all to make money, which has always been very important to me in creating my projects, that very much come from a social services mentality, want to help people in need and people that the governments of the world have neglected to help. That we can help people there. The solutions are there. Governments are just idiotic. And I say that with no apology, that the way most governments operate is just plain stupid. All they do is take money and spend money without getting the results that they should be getting. That's why a business model makes a lot more sense in solving problems. If you can figure out a way to solve a problem and make a profit doing it, then you can change the world. And I really believe we've done that now. Okay.
Okay, welcome on this video. In this video I made a feeble attempt to show you everything you need to know in order to make a free-willed decision about ClickBaitPays. First of all, you're going to see a 5-minute and 50-second all information video, like literally, and then after that you see an elaborate demonstration and back office tour, and after that you see several real-world strategies, income strategies. So 3 videos in one in order to allow you to make a free-willed decision. There's a surprise and there's a real, how do you say it? There's a gift at the end of this video, so stay until the end, because it will blow your hair back and knock your socks off for the next 50 generations. Enjoy!
Welcome to ClickBaitPays. This is a simple digital income model built around daily participation, campaign activity, and referral sharing. The concept is straightforward. Create your account, activate your campaign level, complete your daily clicks, and build cash flow through your own activity and direct referral rewards. Click into a new era of digital income, where everyday people can create extraordinary results, one click at a time. ClickBaitPays operates through a simple 4-step process. First, you create your account using your sponsor's referral link. Next, you deposit and purchase an ad campaign at the level you choose. Then, you activate that level one time, which unlocks your ability to earn from daily clicking. Finally, once your earning cycle completes, you can withdraw, repurchase another campaign, or continue scaling your activity. The model is designed to be simple enough for the average person to follow, while still allowing more serious users to build larger cash flow strategies over time. To get started, you'll use your sponsor's referral link. Once you open the site, click Join Now, confirm your sponsor username, and complete the registration process. After registration, log in and review your dashboard so you understand where deposits, campaign purchases, ad clicking, and earnings are located. One important note: each household can create up to 3 accounts, and each account must use its own unique email address. Once your account is created, the next step is funding. You'll go to the deposit section, choose your preferred crypto option, send funds, and wait for the account to be credited. From there, you select your preferred campaign level and purchase your ad campaign. Each account can have up to 3 active ad campaigns running at the same time, which is important for people who want to stagger campaigns and create more consistent weekly cash flow. After purchasing an ad campaign, you activate the campaign level. This activation fee is paid one time per level, not every time you buy another campaign at that same level. For example, if you activate level 7 once, that activation covers your level 7 earning ability for the campaigns you run at that level. Once activated, you go to the Click Ads section each day, view the required ads, and complete your daily clicks. Ads reset daily at midnight Panama time. As you complete your daily clicks, earnings are generated into your earned wallet. Those earnings are held for the required holding period before they can be released. After release, you can choose your next move. You can withdraw earnings, repurchase another ad campaign, or scale into additional campaigns. The main strategy many users consider is staggering campaigns 1 week apart, so that after the initial setup period, campaigns begin completing on a more consistent weekly rhythm. Here's a simple level 1 example to understand the basic mechanics. At level 1, the ad campaign is 13 USDT, with a one-time activation fee of 1 USDT. You click 3 ads per day, and the campaign completes after 12 click days. At completion, the user earnings shown are 17.17 USDT. The same structure applies across the higher levels. The campaign size, activation fee, daily clicks, and earnings simply increase as the level increases. As you move through levels 2 through 7, the financial picture becomes larger. Each level has a different campaign cost, activation fee, number of daily clicks, and total earnings potential. Level 2 is a smaller starting point, while level 7 is the highest campaign level shown here. The key thing to understand is that the activation fee is one time for that level, while the campaign cost applies each time you purchase a new ad campaign. So the first campaign at a level has a higher total out-of-pocket cost because activation is included. After that, future campaigns at the same level only require the campaign purchase amount. ClickBaitPays also includes a direct referral reward. When someone personally enrolls through your referral link, purchases and activates an ad campaign, completes their daily clicks, and reaches campaign completion, you can earn 10% of their campaign completion value. For example, if a personally enrolled member completes a level 2 campaign, the direct reward is 11.30 USDT. At level 4, that direct reward is 43.20 USDT. At level 7, the direct reward is 360 USDT. This is why sharing the opportunity can matter. Your own campaign activity creates one layer of earning potential, while personally enrolled referrals can add another layer of cash flow. That's the simple ClickBaitPays overview. Create your account, choose your level, activate and click daily, then decide whether to withdraw, repurchase, or scale. To get started, grab your sponsor's referral link and follow the setup process. Thank you for exploring ClickBaitPays. Click into a new era of digital income. As with any online earning opportunity, results may vary based on participation level, campaign selection, timing, platform rules, and user activity. Review the official materials, understand the process, and only participate at a level that makes sense for you.
Best voice. It's fantastic. We should probably let you present in the future. But anyway, guys, what we're here to do tonight is talk about income generation. How many people, let's get the engine warmed up. Help me out in the chat. Engage with me if you will. We're gonna type an M in the chat if people here tonight are interested in making money. Give me an M in the chat if you're interested in making money. I want to see it light up. I got to see a bunch of M's to get me fired up, to give you a great present. Look at them. They're pouring in. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, the only way you cannot make money in what I'm about to show you is if your 8 fingers are broke and your 2 thumbs. That's about it. That's about it. And you could probably use your toes to get it done if you were so inspired. And that's what I hope to do, is inspire you, because this has become my favorite, to be quite honest, what I'm going to show you here tonight. And I want to give you a little background before I share my screen, because once I share my screen, it's a bunch of numbers and you're going to be looking and you may not hear everything properly. So I'm just going to stay focused on me for a second, have you focus on me and listen to my words, because I think it's important to understand who the creator is behind any platform you're entertaining joining, right? Because ultimately it comes down to them at the end of the day. What's their experience? Where's their heart? Do they truly have the interest of the community at heart, or is there greed in there? Could greed enter at some point, right? Those are important things to me and my business partner, Jacob. We take that very seriously in our relationship over 4 years. We've been taken a few times, as I'm sure everybody on here has, but we've also profited greatly in a few of them because we've become better at vetting. So the man behind the opportunity you're going to see tonight is Dennis Geron, Gerron. I'm going to add a link in the chat later once I get through presenting for you to go check out a little bit more. It's his personal website and his 40 years of work, and you can go check it out. You will not find any dirt on him. He's never publicly put out a platform before. Okay, this is his first one, but it comes with 20 years of experience and research on this particular model. Now, Dennis's work, he's one of the, if they were to recast the most interesting man in the world on, I think it's Dos Equis commercials, who I love that guy, but Dennis would be a great fill-in for him, because Dennis is one of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life. And I've come to know him over the last 13 months, being in his closed private community, nothing to do with what I'm going to show you tonight, but I came to know him and his heart over 13 months. And his openness, his transparency, his heart, his sharing, good and bad. He'll tell you everything, to a fault almost, but that's what I love about him. And he's delivered for 20 years, guys, for his private community, and people who, well, he calls them consultations, but let's call it what it is, invest with him in delivering 20% on your money a month for 20 years. And all the people that are in the platform I'm going to show you, a lot of those people have been with him for 20 years. So I've heard all the testimonials of Dennis. Even though one guy I've enrolled, he's a personal friend of mine, who said, I got a buddy who goes over to Dennis's house all the time and has dinner with him and his wife, and he's salt of the earth. And that's exactly who Dennis, there's no greed in this man's heart. He's not going anywhere. He has a community to take care of. He has other interests in other countries where he's developing communities. He's been a philanthropist all of his life. He's helped people with disabilities and disadvantage earn income online from home. Dennis is legally blind and partially deaf, so he has a real affinity for people with disabilities, and so I think that's important for you to understand who Dennis is. He's got a sterling reputation, no dirt on the man, and 2 months out of the gate with this opportunity I'm about to share with you, not one glitch, not one hiccup, because he did it right. Like I said in the beginning, he studied it for 20 years. The original model in this category of digital advertising was in 2005 with 12 Daily Pro. And the woman's name, I think it's Charisse. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. She came from Pampered Chef. She was a multimillionaire, and she developed this first model, and it was wildly successful until it got shut down by a payment processor, right? In that whole fiat realm that we've all come to, well, at least for me, I'll speak for myself, not enjoy very much at all, okay? This is crypto in and crypto out, so we don't have to worry about third-party payment processors. But she was $51 million in profit after 11 months. So was the formula working? Was it sustainable? 2 thumbs up. Absolutely yes. Dennis has taken that model, okay, which he studied extensively, and made it better and even more sustainable. That's what we have here, okay? So we just have to be good stewards of this platform. We have to treat it with respect. Don't do silly income claims online. You don't need to do that. That's not the way to recruit. Don't be silly. This is a gold mine for all of us, and we want it here for years, and it's designed to be here for years. So guys, with that and that introduction, I'm now going to share my screen and just take you through a little walkthrough of my back office, okay, and just kind of introduce you. Like RC said, this is very informal. It's not a slide deck and all that, because it's a really, really simple platform. Let me give you the basics first. You're buying into an ad campaign. You're purchasing advertising. That's what you're doing. So you're making a purchase. This is not an investment, okay? You're making a purchase of advertising. Every level, there's 7 levels, and you get in where you fit in. There's a budget for everybody here, okay? And when you come in, you purchase a package of ads that you're going to watch daily for 12 days in a row, no matter what package you buy. It's all 12 days, 12 days of clicking. And they start at 3 ads a day, and it goes all the way up to 20 ads a day at the highest level, okay? They're all 15 seconds in length, and we might show you some of those ads. Mine are click for today, but I'm sure we got plenty of people who can come on and show a few ads and show you how simple it is. There's nothing complicated here. It's almost paint by numbers, okay? That's what this represents. Really, really simple stuff, okay? And that's really it. So what's your work for the day to get accomplished? Watch a few ads, and you're going to earn X amount of money per ad you watch, okay? Now, across the top of the page, you see some, and by the way, your back office will look exactly like mine looks. You'll have an available balance. What does that mean? Well, that means that that's just money that's there from your campaigns that has become available for you to withdraw or PIF or buy another campaign, okay? Or you've earned from sharing it with some people in your network. Now, if you share it, there is a 1 level, 10%, call it affiliate commission program here, affiliate rewards, whatever you want to call it. 1 level only. So think of a unilevel. You can go as wide as you want, but it's only 1 level. You go to 2, you don't gain any benefit. Well, indirectly you do, because as your downline is growing and they're able to up their level of campaigns, that trickles up to you and allows you to buy and go up in level in campaigns. So indirectly, yes, but directly, no. It's 1 level. You can enroll 1 person, 10 people, 1,000 people. There's no limit here, okay? And when you do sign up, you'll find your affiliate link right here on the dashboard where you can copy and send out to anybody you want. If you're signing people up, you can track them right here on your referrals page. It will show you who they are and show you what campaigns they purchased and are active, okay? Now, what does in-earn wallet mean? So you got 2 wallets. You got available balance, you got in-earn wallets. That just simply means the campaigns you're actively involved in right now, what they've earned to date or what they've earned in total. Because you'll see what I've done here. So I've got 3 level 7s that finished 2 days ago. So unfortunately, I'm in a holding pattern, and you start to get withdrawals because I'm not able to click in this account every day right now because I've finished, and now it counts down from 7 days to 5 to 3 to 2 to 1. And then it goes into, from your in-earn wallets, all this 9720 from my 3 3240s that completed will move into my available balance in 5 days, okay? Now what happens at that point? Well, I'm immediately going to go and buy 3 more level 7s because I want to keep earning, okay? So I'm going to repurchase those, and then if I want, I can withdraw all the profit. And we'll get into some numbers in a bit. I just want to give you the parameters of what's happening here. Now, if you do share it, I have to say this is the fastest I've ever built a multiple 6-figure income within the first 2 months. I think I just completed week 7. Okay, the platform is just about 8 weeks old in a few days. Okay, the fastest I've ever built a multiple 6-figure income from the fewest amount of people I've ever enrolled. And at the time, I think I'm at 15 now, but last time I was with you guys, I think it was at 13. So it's not like I'm setting the world on fire. Okay, I'm sure there's many of you who can enroll far more people and are more talented than me at enrolling. Okay, but I want to express how quickly this number adds up. So this is referral earnings today. This is from my front line that I've enrolled. My 15 people, 2 of them haven't even bought campaigns yet. We're getting them set up very shortly. So from 13 people that have started at lower levels, and I'll take you through the levels in a moment and the dollar numbers and all that. But just from 13 people who started at lower levels, quickly came in and learned how this works, got excited, upped their levels. I'm earning, and actually it's been averaging over 800. I've got a few people who haven't finished clicking for the day. This will probably end somewhere around 840 by the end of today. And you can do the math on that. That's daily, guys. Okay, you can see my referral earnings so far since I've joined. It's been growing by the day. And then you can see my total earned. So that's just referral earnings plus what I've earned in my campaigns. And again, I didn't start out of the gate at level 7. If I could have, I would have, but I had to earn my way up, okay, from referral commissions and from my own campaign profits. So that's just a little bit about how the program works. Now, if I hadn't clicked my ads, on here it would say over here, I think it says click ads. Click ads. So you just click on that, the ads pull up. You click, it opens in a new window. We'll show you that in a few minutes. And you watch the ad. Now here's the beauty. You can watch the ad if it truly interests you, or click off it. The only job you have to do is open it in a new browser, which it does automatically. And then you can click off it if you want and watch the timer click down from 15 seconds to 0. Then you click and earn. It records those earnings and you go to your next ad. It's really, really that simple. Now let's talk about buying ad campaigns. First, when you come in, your sponsor may piff you if they have enough in their earnings to send it to your back office. That's a beautiful feature right here. It's called Pay It Forward. Let me just show you that briefly. Right here, all you need is their username. And of course, if you're enrolling them or they're part of your team, you're going to be able to know that from either your back office or your teammate's back office. You plug in the username, you enter the amount, you hit send funds, and they are there in less than a second, ready for that purchase, or ready for that person to then go purchase the level of campaign that they want to. Okay? Now, let's go back to dashboard. Let's say you've got some PIF funds in here or you made a deposit. And by the way, when you make a deposit, let me show you that real quick. You click on deposit, you put in the amount, you click on deposit funds. It's going to pull up a new window. They use a third-party payment processor called Now Payments. The beauty of Now Payments is it's relatively painless, it's straightforward, and they accept, I think, about 120 different coins. Pretty cool. All the major ones, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the USDTs, USDCs, the stables, probably coins you've never even heard of. So you got a bunch of coins sitting around collecting dust, not doing anything. You can either deposit one at a time, those different coins, or you can convert them all and then do one deposit. That's up to you and how you want to manage that. But when you make the deposit, it's going to give you a wallet address. You go to your wallet, you enter in that wallet address and the exact amount you had plugged in from the beginning, you send it, and it's going to begin to process right on that page right in front of you. Leave that page open. When it completes, it will default back into your ClickBaitPays dashboard. You'll see it in your available balance, and then you can go buy a campaign. Now, when you purchase a campaign, it's right over here on the left-hand side, buy ad campaigns. These are the 7 levels I was mentioning earlier. Like I said, there's a budget for everybody here. Level 1 is $13. Level 2, $77. Level 3, $150. Level 4, $300. Level 5, $600. Level 6, $1,200. And finally, level 7, $2,400. Okay? That's the big daddy. Now, all levels, when you make your very first purchase for that level, has what's called a one-time activation fee. Okay? And it's relative to that level. For example, level 1, you purchased the campaign for $13, and then it's going to bring up a screen for activation. Do you want to activate now? That activation fee, one-time fee is $1 for level 1. So you would have to have deposited $14 to complete a level 1 purchase. Once you're active, it's going to show your ads. You watch your ads, you've made X amount of money for that day. It's really that simple. Now, all the way to the end at level 7, your one-time activation fee for the $2,400 is $240. So the first time you're purchasing a level 7, you're actually spending $2,640 on a level 7, not $2,400. But on subsequent repurchases or new purchases of level 7, it's the 2,400. You'll never pay the 240 again. Okay, so that goes for all levels. Now, can you mix and match? Yes, you can. It's very flexible on this platform. But here's the one caveat. You can only run 3 campaigns from any level or mix of levels, like a 5, 6, 7, a 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, 6, whatever. 3 campaigns at one time. Okay, they all run for 12 days. And when they expire at 12 days, let me go back to the dashboard. Like me, I have a choice. Mine expired, like I said, 2 days ago. The day they expired, on day 12, I could have immediately purchased 3 more level 7s on that day to keep the earnings going every day and not have to wait 7 days. By the way, the reason you have to wait 7 days for the funds to go from in-earned wallets to available balance is simply part of Dennis's model of sustainability. Okay? That's going to be a word that you're going to love to hear over and over at this platform, sustainability. So don't get mad at the 7-day wait. Don't say, well, I've been in other ad platforms and we could get the money the same day. And is that ad platform still here? No, they don't last. They don't last because they're not designed right. It's all math. Dennis has a very methodical math mind. He gets it. Like I said, he's been studying it for 20 years. He knows what works and what doesn't. Okay, these other platforms, they never got it right from the beginning. They were just out to make money. 2 months in with this platform, no issues whatsoever. Works flawlessly from the first day it started to right now. No changes, no need to pause, no need, that's not working. We got to shift this now. We got to change that. We got to add this. We got to reduce that. There's none of that going on because he got it right from the beginning. So don't beat up the policies that are in place on this platform. It's all designed for your betterment. Wrap your head around that and fall in love with it. Now, we got a Picasso on the screen. Wonderful. I don't know how to get rid of that. So anyway, we'll deal with it. So you have a choice. If you want to deposit external funds when your campaigns finish at 12 days, you can immediately start and repurchase those campaigns again. So you're earning every day and not having to wait a full 19 days, the 12-day cycle and the 7 for the funds to be released. You can earn every day. That's up to you. Now, you'll only have to deposit external funds one time because then it's going to catch up. And then you're repurchasing from earnings in your wallet here. No more deposit of external funds, all from the surplus of what you're earning. That would just be in the initial to get you over the hump. That makes sense. Or you can just choose to wait the 19 days like I'm doing right now. The only reason I'm waiting was I created a second account in the household, one for my wife and one for my daughter. Okay? You can do the same. Let me explain that. There is an IP address rule or household rule. Dennis and his admin staff will watch this. So I want to put out a warning to everybody. If you can create 3 accounts in your household, all with a different email address. Okay? However, if you do it within your household, all 3 accounts need to be signed up under your sponsor. Okay? That way the sponsor is not cut out. Dennis does not want stacking here. They will track this. And I don't know if you're going to be giving a warning if you do that, maybe because you didn't understand it, or maybe there's a mea culpa the first time around. I wouldn't risk that. Just know up front, if you're going to do 3 accounts in your house, put them all under your sponsor. Anybody outside of your house, use your link. Sign them up under you, no question. So we signed up my wife, we signed up my daughter, and I've been funding from my profits their 3 level 7s, and we just got there. So now we have 3 accounts working, 3 level 7s. My next goal is to get to every 12 days rebuying level 7s, because that's where, I mean, the magic happens at every level because you will profit on every level, no matter what level you buy. It's just the profit is smaller at the lower levels, much bigger at the higher levels, obviously, due to scale. Okay, so I think with that said, guys, that pretty much gives you the basics of what this represents. Now, I'm going to stop screen sharing, and I would ask RC if we have any volunteers to show how the ads actually get viewed. And then we can take questions after that.
Great. Let me ask that question then. Is there anyone who is a member that has not clicked their ads for all their ads for today? If so, open your mic up and let us know, and we'll let you share your screen, and we'll allow people to see the how-tos. Is that fair? Anyone, please state your name first before you share your
This is
screen.
Marquise. I'm going to do mine.
Okay, very good, Marquise. Go ahead, Russ. You can work with her.
Awesome. Thanks, Marquise. Appreciate you. So guys, she's going to pull up her account, and then you'll get to see how, because people get nervous on, well, what is this going to involve? She's going to log in, and then you're going to see her ads, and it's pretty straightforward. So there we go. Now, this is a login ad. That's one thing I didn't cover. When you first log in, first time in the morning, at night, whenever you're going to view the ads, there's a 30-second, that's the longest ad, login ad. This is another revenue generator for the platform. Okay, so you can see it counting down from 30 seconds, going to go to 0, and then she can go to her dashboard. So the login ads are a revenue generator because there's no commissions tied to them. It's pure profit for the platform. Another thing to be grateful for with Dennis. So once you get through your 30 seconds, then you're good. You're logged in, you're good to go. And here it is. Go to dashboard. Now she's going to look for her ads. And right there, you can see she's got 3 left in the yellow. See right there, it says view and earn. She clicked on that. Now it says open ad, and that's going to open into a new browser. And right here, if she has interest, she can watch that. If she has no interest, she can click off it. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Because you click off it doesn't mean you're not going to earn for that ad. And now what you're doing is you're waiting for the countdown timer to go from 15 seconds to 0 before it's going to pop up. It's going to say click and earn. And once she does that, she's earned X amount of dollars for that ad, and she's ready to click the next one. There we go. View and earn. Okay, this is about fuel efficiency. So maybe there's something there. I don't know. No, she doesn't want to look at it. All good. You can see that timer, 7, 6, 5. And then when it clicks down, it's going to say click and earn or confirm and earn. And she's earned her 48 cents for that particular ad. Got 2 more to go, and she's done for the day. Guys, this is it. This is it. This is your work for the day. When your ads are viewed, you've made your money, and you can spend the rest of the day sharing it with anybody that you think this could benefit. This could help benefit their situation. And there we go. Last one. Now, how many people think they could do this every day without an issue? Like I said, paint by numbers. Paint by numbers. Really, really simple. Now, the one thing I didn't cover, and thank you, Marquise, for sharing that. I appreciate you. The one thing I didn't cover is when you go to purchase your first campaign, you're going to have to create your ad that the viewing community is going to watch. So we just watch other people's ads, right? We watch their ads. Now they're going to watch your ads. So you say, well, wait a minute. Do I have to be a graphic designer? Am I going to have to go into Canva and create these images? Nope. Really simple. There's going to be 2 boxes before you can confirm purchasing your first campaign. The first is going to ask you for a title. Okay. You just type in a creative title. You can use AI. You can use off the top of your head. Maybe you're a creative person. Maybe you're not. You'll figure it out. Just a catchy title that might entice people to want to look at your ad. Okay. And then you're going to put in a URL. Now, guys, let me give you a little advice on this because I see it every day because I click on so many ads. People are using their sign-up links for their other opportunities, which is fine. You can put in any link you want. But take the time to understand, because there's a little test button when you're creating your ad, and it says preview. make sure it opens up correctly and you're viewing it and it looks good, you know, professional. And then it's not a sign-up page asking for your name and address. No one is going to do that. Nobody. It's a waste of time. Now, I'm not saying if you do a beautiful professional landing page for your opportunity that you're going to get signups galore. I'm not saying that at all, but you're going to increase your chances of getting a sign-up. I advertise Polar. I don't hide that. I got 2 signups in my first 4 weeks that funded their account because Polar does a great job with their landing page. It's beautiful. It's professional. It answers everything all on one page. It's awesome. So many people are missing that in just putting in a sign-up link. Take the time to do it right and put in the right link. So just now you don't have to listen to me. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to get signups or increase your chances of getting signups, then take the time to do it. So RC, I think I've covered everything unless you think I forgot something or early.
Welcome to this ClickBaitPays income strategy overview. In this video, we're going to walk through a few simple, real-world examples of how campaign participation and referral activity can work together. The goal is to show the basic structure, the strategy, and the potential income examples in a clear and easy-to-understand way. These examples are for educational purposes only, and results will vary based on participation, consistency, and activity. The process is designed to be simple. First, a member purchases a campaign. Then, they click Ads daily. As the campaign activity runs, revenue is generated, and the member earns daily USDT from their clicks. From there, the member has a choice. They can withdraw profits, or they can repurchase additional campaigns to continue building their income strategy over time. Or do both. The concept is simple. Participate, earn, and decide whether to withdraw and/or purchase new campaigns. The staggered strategy is one of the most important concepts to understand. Instead of only running one campaign at a time, a member can start one campaign in week 1, another campaign in week 2, and another campaign in week 3. Remember, you can have 3 active campaigns running simultaneously per account. By week 4 and beyond, multiple campaigns can start paying at different times. This creates overlapping cycles, which can help produce more consistent rolling income instead of waiting on just one campaign to complete. The purpose of the staggered strategy is to create rhythm, consistency, and momentum. Here is a level 3 example using 3 staggered campaigns. In this scenario, the member adds 1 new level 3 campaign each week. Once the strategy is fully active, they have 3 campaigns running at different stages. The estimated average monthly ongoing net is 118 USDT. This net example factors that the one-time activation fee has already been handled and that the weekly campaign repurchase is also already factored into the ongoing cycle. At this level, the income may not be life-changing, but it can help with everyday expenses like groceries, utilities, gas, or part of a car payment. Now let's look at a level 5 example. This scenario also uses 3 staggered campaigns, with 1 new level 5 campaign added each week. Once the cycle is active, the member has 3 campaigns running, and multiple campaigns can begin paying in a rolling pattern. The estimated average monthly ongoing net is 473 USDT. Again, this example assumes the one-time activation fee and weekly campaign repurchase have already been accounted for in the ongoing cycle. At this level, the income starts to become more meaningful and can help significantly with monthly bills. At level 6, the same staggered structure becomes more powerful. The member adds 1 new level 6 campaign each week, creating 3 active campaigns running in a staggered cycle. As the campaigns begin overlapping, the estimated average monthly ongoing net is 946 USDT. This is where the strategy can begin to feel like serious supplemental income. For many people, that could represent a meaningful contribution toward rent, investments, or a travel budget. The level 7 example shows the higher end of this strategy. With 3 staggered level 7 campaigns, 1 campaign is added each week. Again, multiple campaigns can begin paying as the cycle develops. The estimated average monthly ongoing net is 2,445 USDT. This is still an illustrative example, not a guarantee, but it shows how campaign size and staggered participation can create much stronger monthly income potential. For someone who is consistent and strategic, this type of example shows why the staggered approach can be incredibly powerful. Could this type of extra income help you purchase assets, help family members, or even retire early? Now let's compare using just one campaign versus building a staggered campaign strategy with 3 campaigns. With only one campaign, the income cycle is limited. Once the campaign completes, the income stops until another campaign is started. With 3 staggered campaigns, the member creates overlapping income cycles. This is how we design our plan to pay us weekly. That means multiple payouts can happen across the month, creating a more consistent rolling cash flow pattern. The strategy is simple: stagger, reinvest, and multiply the timing of your campaigns. Now let's look at referral income by campaign volume. This is important because campaign volume does not always mean more people. For example, 3 campaigns could mean 3 different people, each running one campaign. Or it could mean 1 person running 3 campaigns. The table shows estimated monthly referral income across levels 5, 6, and 7 based on campaign volume. If your referrals purchased campaigns at level 5, for example, monthly referral income can range from $259 USDT with 3 campaigns to $1,296 USDT with 15 campaigns. It's important to note, there is no cap to the amount of people you can refer, and therefore no cap to the amount of campaigns you can get paid on. At level 6, the examples range from $518 USDT with 3 campaigns to $2,592 USDT with 15 campaigns. Again, think of it this way. To achieve the 15 campaigns income, it could mean just 5 referrals with 3 campaigns each, or 15 referrals with only 1 campaign each, or any mix in between. At level 7, the monthly referral income examples range from $1,080 USDT with 3 campaigns to $5,400 USDT with 15 campaigns. This shows how referral income can scale when higher level campaigns are purchased by your referrals and campaign volume increases. The real power is understanding that there are 2 possible income paths. One side is your own campaign income from daily clicks. That comes from your own participation, your staggered strategy, and your rolling campaign cycles. The other side is referral income. That comes from directly helping others get started with purchasing campaigns and completing their own clicks, and you leveraging and scaling referral campaign volume. When both are working together, the model becomes much more dynamic. Simple clicks, smarter participation. The goal isn't just income from clicks or referring someone. It is building momentum 1 click at a time, 1 person at a time, where a simple system meets powerful earning potential. All examples are illustrative only. Results are not guaranteed, and these examples are for educational purposes only. ClickBaitPays. Click into a new era of digital income.